In this video, I'm going to show you how to bleed the brakes to factory specs for a Jeep Wrangler. You're going to pop your hood, releasing both latches and then the center hook. Grabbing the pop rod, and you can go right in like that, or you can push the hood all the way back for a Jeep. So once your hood is open, you're going to locate your master cylinder, which on this vehicle is right in front of the driver's seat, next to the booster. Take your parts cleaner or brake clean, and you want to clean that top of the cover and around the base. And then let that dry before you open that cover. You want no dirt getting inside there. And on this particular model, it says it on the reservoir, use .3 brake fluid. So now we're going to move our cover. Make sure that seal's in good shape. It's not swollen or damaged or cracked. Looks okay. Set it aside. And I have a little suction withdrawal, so I'm going to take that fluid right out. Wow, look at how black that is. I'm going to dispose of it in my catch basin. I'm going to retract the small fluid out. Sometimes there's 4 entryways in this. Now, as tempting as it is, do not clean it inside with any brake fluid or cleaner, shall I say. That is not going to be good. It'll always swell the O-rings and the seals inside this master cylinder and any wheel cylinder or caliper. You just want to get all the dirty fluid out the best you can, and then we're going to top it off with fresh fluid before we start our brake bleed. So I have some .3, .4 combo brake fluid. I'm going to fill that right up to the top. Now, if your reservoir is clean enough, you'll see that line go up. Right about here. I'm going to give it a little bit more. You can't overfill it because you're going to be bleeding the brakes. Always put the cover back on. And now we're going to start our sequence. The procedure will be right rear, right front, left front. And an 8mm wrench. I have someone inside to help me pump up the brakes. So we're going to take that boot cover off, and it is an 8mm. Go ahead and pump the brakes up and hold them. And of course, this is after I've already cleaned out the master fluid and topped it off with fresh fluid. 8mm wrench, and I'm going to put on my little catcher. Let's open it up. So you want to catch you want to do it till you get no air. Close it up. Pump it up. Got lots of air in here. Close it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. I'm just going to see how much air I have. I have a catch basin down below. Okay, I've got no air, so I'm going to close this up tight. So now I'm going to clean it off with some brake clean. and re-put that dust boot right on that bleeder screw. And we're going to move over to the left rear wheel now. Okay, now we're on the left rear. I'm going to take that dust boot off. The bleeder screw is an 8mm wrench. Okay, get it on there. Have the person inside the vehicle pump it up. That looks pretty good. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. All right, I'm going to snug this up, clean it up, and then check my master. Don't forget to put the boot back on. So now we're going to put our cover back on, and we're going to go check the master. All right, so now we're going to check our master and top it off. Remove the cover. You can see it's right about here. So we're going to bring it right up to the top again. Always put the cover back on. All right, so now we're going to remove the dust boot from this bleeder screw on the caliper. Set it aside. And this is going to be a 10mm wrench. We're going to have our driver go ahead and pump it up. Now we're going to take that screw and I'm going to put see if I can catch most of the fluid, break it free. Pump it up. Lock, close the line, pump it up. I'm looking for a little bit cleaner fluid, and then I'll be done. You can see the color starting to change. It's almost getting iridescent. Still has a bit of a little tinge to it. Close it up, pump it up. There we go. Much cleaner. Tell me when you're on the floor. Close that up. Now let's clean it up with some brake clean, and we'll move on to the other side. Don't forget to put the dust cover back on. Now we're going to take the dust boot off the caliper bleeder. 10mm wrench. Make sure it fits. There we go. Put our line on. Pump it up. Holding. Break it free. Close it up. Pump it up again. Open it up. Close it up. Pump it up. This is the shortest line to the master, so it shouldn't take as long. Open it up. The line's already getting clean, clear fluid's coming through. We'll do it one more time. Close the line, pump it up. Yeah, that's nice and clean coming out. Okay, remove our bottle. Make sure that's nice and tight. Go ahead and pump it up. Tell me how it feels. Clean it and then put the cap back on. Now we're going to top our master fluid off for the last time. When that happens right there, that's normal. That means the suction was pulling down on that. You're just going to push that boot right back inward like that, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Now we can take our brake fluid and top it off. This time we're not going to go all the way to the top. We're going to go right to that fill line. Brake fluid does expand. See those two dots right there? That's where the manufacturer would like it. Right in between those two lines. Replace the cover. Make sure it's tight. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.